Recently, I was able to sit down with history chairperson and professor at Madonna University, Dr. Roger Crownover. He was able to tell me about his college career, his teaching now, and his true passion for history, and even gave me some advice for students upon graduation.
And I came to Madonna, finished up my bachelor's degree here, and decided to put it in history, thinking, you know, I didn't really want any more business classes. Went off to get my master's since I loved the history so much. In that process of getting my bachelor's and getting my master's over at Eastern Michigan University, I taught a couple classes at Schoolcraft, and then I taught a class at Eastern. I taught a class here, and every time I taught, I just thought, wow, you know, this is where I was supposed to be in the first place. People ask me, why are you at Madonna? And I always had the same answer. I really enjoy being at Madonna. Not only is it that because I graduated from here and I had an opportunity to come back and teach, which is really cool. The larger places require you to do a lot of research, which is fine. I'd rather be teaching. In larger institutions, sometimes they would have students do the teaching for them as they're out researching. And you know, researching is great, and we ought to be doing it, and we do that here at Madonna, but the emphasis is to be in the classroom and teaching and mentoring and advising. I have a PhD actually in military history. My background really is U.S. history. I teach the foreign policy of the United States. I teach world problems classes. I teach global studies. I teach senior seminar. Well, you know, really winding down here this semester. We only have a few more classes before we have the final. I really like world problems classes because they differ all the time. I mean, things are going on around the world every day. Things are happening, things are changing, and we talk about that, and so that's what I really like that class a lot. And the fact that there's a lot of younger people in that class, freshmen, and most of them don't like history at all, and that just gets me enthused. Today, by the way, the quiz is an extra credit quiz. I try to remember what it was like to be sitting in those very seats and going through a class. When I was going through my master's and my bachelor's and even my PhD, I would take notes of every teacher that I had, and I would put down the positive things of what I liked about that, and then I put down the negative things. One of the gifts that God has given me, and I really feel that He has, and the Bible talks about exhortation, but it's exhorting. It's taking somebody from point A to point B. I like things to be light. I like the things to be kind of open back and forth, but at the same time getting across information.
Outside of educational advice, what is some life advice?
Life advice, perseverance, I think. I think we all want to have success in life. It's going after your goal and don't stop, because there's so many obstacles that are thrown in our face. Through my life, my faith has been the big factor in my life. Some people, you know, they have different things that guide them and direct them. My faith has done that. And the Japanese bring their planes over and almost utterly destroy the United States Navy. By the grace of God, we had a few aircraft carriers that were out in the ocean and were not involved in the destruction.
Well, it seems that Dr. Crownover has a real passion for what he does, and his students see that as well. He is motivated in and outside of the classroom and has taken all of the right steps to get to the successful spot he is now. For Campus Close-Up, I'm Sarah Simnich.